In 1976, Richie Davidson graduated from Harvard with a doctorate in psychology, and then he got a teaching job at the State University of New York at Purchase. So how did he go from Harvard to this obscure little school in the middle of nowhere? Well, it's because he wanted to study meditation, which, like everybody in psychology, thought was bunk at the time. When he was younger, he had been on all these meditation retreats, and he knew there was something to it that science hadn't found yet. So he gambled his whole career trying to find evidence that meditation was important, and he found it. In the past 50 years or so, scientists have found a bunch of evidence that meditation can help you in a whole bunch of ways. It's awesome, right? It can help you focus better. It can help you detach from your negative emotions, right? So you don't stay angry as long, you don't stay sad as long. It can help you deal with depression. If you're addicted to smoking cigarettes or alcohol, it can help you with that. It can also help you have more compassion for the people around you, right? So, there's this stereotype of a yogi who he won't even hurt a fly because he has so much sympathy for the fly. And turns out that's true, right? Meditation will make you empathize with people more and love them more. In their book, The Science of Meditation, Richie Davidson and his co-author Daniel Goleman go over all the stuff that science has found about meditation. And they warn that a lot of the stuff you hear in the popular press isn't true. There are a lot of bogus claims about what meditation can do, but at the same time, it's clear that meditation does something. In the 1960s, when everyone was taking LSD, some people were like, oh man, yogis spend 20 years meditating in a cave just to get what we got in 20 minutes by taking one pill. They were wrong. There are two things that meditation can do. The first is that it can alter your state. So that means, if you spend enough time meditating, you can have hallucinations or you can have some sort of a vision. And then the second thing meditation can do is it can alter your trait, which means you actually start thinking differently even when you're not meditating. A good analogy is exercise, right? So when you go on your morning run, you're like super energetic, you feel like you can conquer the world, your adrenaline levels spike, etc., etc. But if you go on your morning run every single morning, then eventually you'll get stronger. It's the same way with meditation. You'll feel differently while you're meditating, and if you meditate enough, then you'll feel differently even when you're not meditating. When I tell people about meditation, what I tell them is it's exercise for your brain. If you meditate every day, you'll get smarter. Davidson is friends with this super famous Buddhist monk who meditates for like 5 hours a day, and he's super famous in the meditation world. And one day Davidson brought him to his lab, and he hooked his brain up to this big machine that could measure his brain waves. And what he found was this yogi had more gamma waves than an average person. Gamma waves are the brain waves that your brain makes when you're super focused on something and you're highly alert. This guy had them all the time, even when he was relaxing. The cool thing is that you don't have to meditate for 5 hours a day to get this benefit. You can get a smaller version of the same benefit in about 20 minutes a day. When you exercise, what you get better at depends on what you work out, right? So if you run, that'll help your heart. If you do sit-ups, it'll help your abs. If you do push-ups, it'll help your upper body strength, etc., etc. The exact same thing goes for meditation. The type of meditation you do affects the benefit you get from meditating. So for example, you can do a breath meditation, right, where you just close your eyes and you focus on your breath. And that'll help you get better at focusing, right? So if you do enough breath meditations, then when you're sitting down to write an essay or you got to really focus hard on something, you'll be better at it. Or you can do awareness meditation where you pay attention to all the thoughts, feelings, and sensations that are going through your head, right? So if there's like a pain in your leg, you notice it. If there's a bird chirping in the background, you notice it. If you start thinking about, what you're going to do later that day, you notice it. That can help you better understand the way that your brain works and the way that your emotions work, and even help you control your emotions. You can also do loving kindness meditation, where you think about somebody and you just focus on thinking positive thoughts about them and wishing them well, right? So you say, oh, I hope this person has an awesome life. I hope they have a great family. I hope they have wonderful relationships. I hope they get everything that they want and makes them happy. Doing that can make you a more compassionate person. So whatever you want to get better at, whatever type of person you'd like to become, there's a meditation technique out there that can help you. So thanks for watching Theo's Book Club. If you're new around here, welcome. I'm Theo. I make brief videos like this one, breaking down the big ideas in the books that I read so that you can learn everything I learned and you can decide, do I want to read this book for myself? If you like this video, then hit the like button. It's right down there. It would mean a lot to me since I just started this channel. You can also hit subscribe if you want to see more of these book breakdowns pop up in your feed. So until next time, be a little bit more mindful and have a great day.